Hey there, I'm Carrie Davis with Remax Victory and Affiliates, coming to you from right here in Springboro. Today we're breaking down the top home renovations that add the most value, especially if you're thinking about resale. We're ranking them from lowest to highest ROI, and super important, we will talk about how to avoid over-improving your home in the process. So let's jump into it. Before we get into the countdown, here's something I tell all my clients. Not every renovation pays off equally. And just because something looks great in a luxury home doesn't mean it belongs in all homes. It's all about staying in line with your home's value and neighborhood expectations. All right, let's count them down. Number 10, bathroom remodel ROI, 60 to 75%. Refreshing up a bathroom with new tile, a modern vanity, or updated fixtures is always a win. Buyers love clean bathrooms, and with all the choices out there today, you can skip the marble and save money with porcelain tiles that are just as beautiful without adding the added maintenance. But if you're anything like me, you gotta have a little bit of marble. So just use it in small doses as an accent, say like in a shower niche, and you can achieve that high-end look without the worry of over-improving. Number 9, basement finishing has an ROI of 60 to 75%. Finishing your basement is one of the smartest ways to add usable square footage without building out, and buyers love it. Whether it becomes a home gym, an office, game room, movie lounge, or a guest suite, this flexible space instantly increases your home's appeal. And let's be honest, in Southwest Ohio, basements are a big deal. We get chilly winters and humid summers, so having a comfortable indoor escape that's separate from the main level, that's a huge bonus. But here's where strategy matters. Match your finishes to the rest of your home. If the main level is a mid-range and modest home, keep the basement clean and functional. LVP flooring, recessed lighting, and painted drywall go a long way. You don't need a granite bar in a spa bathroom if the upstairs doesn't reflect that level. On the flip side, though, if you're in a luxury home, don't cut corners. That buyer expects continuity. If they see high-end finishes upstairs, they'll want to see the same quality below ground. Don't get carried away with personalization either, like a full bar or a billiards room or a home theater, unless it aligns with your neighborhood comps and buyer profile. What feels like a dream home to you might feel like a future reno to someone else. So bottom line, finished basement adds versatility and value, and it's an emotional pull. Just be sure to design it with resale in mind. Number 8, deck or patio addition has an ROI, again, 60 to 75%. Outdoor living is huge, especially here in Southwest Ohio, where we get to enjoy all 4 seasons. From spring barbecues to fall fire pit nights, a well-designed outdoor space is more than just an add-on. It's a lifestyle upgrade. Buyers today aren't just looking for square footage inside, they're imagining how they'll host friends, sip their morning coffee, or unwind with family. A deck, patio, or even a stamped concrete area adds that kind of functionality and charm. Plus, outdoor spaces can help extend your usable square footage without major construction. It feels like a bonus living room or dining space, but with way more fresh air. And here's the best part. You don't have to go over the top. Think string lights, a few potted plants, maybe some seating and a little shade. These simple touches can make a huge impact when buyers step outside during a showing. And if you want to boost that wow factor without overspending, add a fire pit, a pergola, or a cozy seating area. And these elements, they photograph well and help buyers emotionally connect to the home. At the end of the day, outdoor living space doesn't just add value, it sells a feeling. And in a competitive market, that feeling might be what gets you the offer. Number 7, roof or siding replacement. ROI, again, 60 to 70%. When buyers are walking through a home or even just pulling up for a showing, they're not just thinking about how it looks. They're thinking about what could break, leak, or cost them later. And that's why having a new roof or updated siding can make a huge difference. These are big ticket items that buyers don't want to worry about. When they see these updates have already been done, it gives them a real sense of relief, like, okay, we don't need to touch that for years. So focus on durability, not designer. You don't need custom metal panels or specialty finishes to impress. What buyers care about is that it's solid, clean, low maintenance, and done right. Invest in quality materials that will last 20 to 30 years and be sure to keep the style consistent with your neighborhood. When an appraiser sees major systems recently updated, it often supports a stronger valuation, which can make financing smoother on the buyer's end too. So the bottom line, a new roof or siding won't wow them like a new kitchen or bath, but it'll absolutely give them the confidence to make an offer. Number 6, energy efficient windows or insulation. Again, 60 to 70% ROI. These upgrades might not be flashy, but they pack a punch when it comes to buyer appeal. I'm talking about things like energy efficient windows, added insulation, or even a smart thermostat. They may not be the star of your listing photos, but during a showing, when buyers hear that the house is better insulated, costs less to heat and cool, and is easier to manage, their interest goes up. Why? Because today's buyers are cost conscious and they're eco-aware. They're thinking beyond the mortgage, straight into their monthly bills. So stick to practical improvements. You don't need to install solar panels or a high-end geothermal system unless your neighborhood and your price point really support that investment. Appraisers and buyers, they won't give you dollar for dollar returns on those specialty items. Instead, focus on the upgrades that everyone benefits from, like sealing the gaps, upgrading your HVAC if it's aging, or swapping in double pane windows. Many of these projects also qualify for energy rebates or tax credits, which is something buyers appreciate, and you can highlight in your marketing. Bottom line, the updates add long-term value, which makes them a smart investment, especially when prepping your home for resale. Number 5, smart home features. Those are about 65 to 70% ROI. Smart home technology isn't just about being high-tech. It's about adding convenience, safety, and a modern flair that really connects with today's buyers. Think about smart thermostats, video doorbells, and app-controlled lighting systems. They give homeowners more control and peace of mind. Buyers love knowing that they can adjust the temperature remotely, see who's at the door when they're not home, and set the mood with lighting, all from their smartphone. So by highlighting these tech upgrades, you signal that the home isn't just updated, it's designed for a modern lifestyle. And pro tip on that is focus on what buyers actually use. For instance, an app-controlled lighting and smart thermostats are a yes. These are practical, energy-saving, and they're easy to use. On the other hand, a full-blown automation system that controls every element in the home, it might be impressive in theory, but for most properties, they can be overkill. Keep the technology user-friendly and functional, ensuring that it enhances the home's appeal without overcomplicating installation costs or the buyer's experience. This approach helps to keep your tech upgrades aligned with what buyers value most: simplicity, safety, and efficiency. Number 4, kitchen remodel. We all love a kitchen remodel. ROI 70 to 80%. The kitchen is still the heart of the home, and buyers know it. The good news, you don't need a total gut job to make a big impact. Even simple updates like new countertops, freshly painted cabinets, updated lighting, and sleek stainless steel appliances, they can completely transform the feel of the space. These kinds of upgrades don't just improve the look, they help buyers visualize themselves living there. And if the kitchen feels move-in ready, it often sets the tone for the rest of the home. Resist the urge to go full gourmet chef mode unless your home's price point supports it. That $10,000 range or that custom pot filler might be beautiful, but if your home is in a mid-range neighborhood, you may not get that investment back. Instead, focus on neutral colors, quality materials, and timeless design choices that appeal to a wide range of buyers. Number 3, new flooring. ROI 70 to 80%. Let's talk about one of the most underrated upgrades that can totally transform how buyers feel about your home. It's the flooring. Flooring makes a big first impression. From the second someone walks through the door, they're looking down. There's the scratched hardwood, dated tile, or worn carpet can instantly make a home feel older than it is. Buyers today love the look and feel of fresh, neutral flooring, especially things like the LVP, the luxury vinyl plank, refinished hardwoods, or soft, modern carpet in bedrooms. These materials not only look great, but they're also durable and easy to maintain. So stick with classic, neutral tones that flow nicely from room to room. This helps the home to feel bigger, cleaner, and more cohesive. And while bold tile and patterns or ultra custom wood inlays might look amazing on Instagram, they don't always land well in person, especially if they don't match the rest of the home or the neighborhood. So the bottom line is clean, consistent flooring helps buyers feel like the home is move-in ready, which can make all the difference in how quickly your home sells and for how much. Number 2, curb appeal enhancements. It's about 70 to 100% ROI. Let's be real. The first impressions matter, and curb appeal is where it all begins. The exterior of your home is the very first thing buyers see, online and in person, and it sets the tone for how they feel about everything else. Even simple updates like a new front door, fresh mulch, trimmed shrubs, and a pressure washed driveway can completely transform your home's exterior. It shows buyers that the home has been well cared for, which instantly builds confidence. You don't need to hire a landscape architect or break the bank. Most of the time, clean, green, and well-maintained is all it takes to make your home shine. Think mowed lawn, healthy plants, tidy flower beds, and a welcoming porch. Get a little bonus points for a pop of color like a seasonal wreath or some potted flowers. But here's the kicker. Great curb appeal doesn't just make your home look better, it makes buyers feel more excited to step inside and that emotional connection is what leads to faster offers and better sales prices. Bottom line, if you want buyers to fall in love before they even open the door, start at the sidewalk. And number 1, garage door replacement. Yes, the surprise MVP of home upgrades. Let's talk about that number 1 renovation for return on investment. And trust me, this one surprises people every time. It's a new garage door. Yep, it's one of the most affordable upgrades on the list, but it delivers huge bang for your buck. Why? Because it checks all the boxes. It boosts your curb appeal instantly. It signals to buyers that the home is well maintained, and it helps your property look fresh, modern, and move-in ready. Most buyers don't even realize how much garage door matters until they see a new one. And then suddenly the whole front of the house looks elevated. Be careful to choose a modern, clean design that fits your home's architectural style. You don't need to splurge on smart openers or ultra high-tech features unless you're in a luxury price point. Stick to neutral colors, subtle windows, or carriage-style panels for that high-impact, classic look. And bonus tip for this is also one of the least disruptive projects. It's quick to install, and it instantly makes your listing photos pop. A garage door upgrade might not be flashy, but it's a silent powerhouse when it comes to ROI, and buyers definitely notice. Now, before you run off to start swinging hammers and picking paint colors, let's talk strategy. Not all upgrades are created equal, and not every renovation makes sense for every home. That's why I always tell my clients, don't renovate in a vacuum. Renovate with purpose and profit in mind. And here's how to keep your project smart and on track. Know your neighborhood's ceiling price. If most homes on your street are selling for $400K, don't turn yours into a $500,000 palace that might leave money on the table. Number 2, match your finishes to the rest of your home. Don't put luxury grade finishes in a modest property or bargain bin materials in a high-end one. Buyers notice when things just feel out of place. And number 3, keep it neutral, timeless, and functional. Trendy is fun, but timeless sells. Go with choices that will appeal to the widest range of buyers, not just your personal style. And number 4, when in doubt, call me. I'll help you decide what's worth the money, what buyers in your specific market are looking for, and how to get the best return when it's time to sell. You don't need to go overboard. A few strategic updates can make all the difference, and sometimes less is more. So there you have it. The smartest renovations ranked by ROI, plus what to watch out for if you want to avoid over-approving. Want to talk about updates before listing, or just need help figuring out your home's current value? You can call, text, or email me. All my contact details are in the description. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your renovation questions in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.